In here with trading cards and more, back with another mail day video. Got some more packages in the mail today. I figured we had enough to just do a quick video here. I do have one from Japan, so it's always nice to see what I ordered from Japan. It typically takes longer to get stuff from Japan, so whenever I get something, it's kind of interesting to see what I got. I kind of have an idea of what I got from Japan. This was just an English card I ordered. Another Agaslash, I don't know how to pronounce it. Some of these Pokemon names are so weird. But a rainbow card. If you watch my previous videos, the rainbow cards from, well, pretty much all the cards from this set, for the, the ultra rares, you're going to have issues with the centering on Vivid Voltage. It was just horrible quality control. So finding a nice copy that's centered pretty good, it's tough to do. So I picked this up. I don't know what I paid for it, 10, 12, 14 bucks, somewhere in there. Pretty nice. Top loader there goes into my box of thousands of top loaders. Look at this person. They used a bunch of John Wayne stamps. It looks like they didn't even stamp the stamps. So if I really wanted to, I could take these stamps off and reuse them, because they're supposed to like stamp the stamps so you can't like use them again. But yeah, if you were to get these off and put them on a package, I think you could probably get away with it. But not that I'm going to do that, but yeah, 37-cent stamps, pretty funny. Cardboard Carolina, what's going on? Joel, what's going on? Yeah, it is basketball season, which is the time you don't want to be buying basketball cards, because that's when the prices are going to be a lot higher. But I have been buying some vintage, so there might be some of that in here. Actually, I think this one is. Making sure they didn't add a piece of paper with my address on it or something. Just get this out of here. This is a graded card. I've been buying a few graded cards. Sometimes it's worth just buying the cards already graded. Get a good enough deal on them. And I'll show you on this one why I went ahead and just bought it graded. Been listening to a few different YouTubers and stuff like that, and kind of just my own instincts. Jeez, Scotch tape. Alright, I guess we're going to have to cut more into this. Man, they got it in the sleeve and the tape is like stuck to the sleeve. So it's really, there we go. So we got a Moses Malone, 1979 Topps. Base card. All-Star First Team. This is a PSA 9, which is a pretty high grade. For any of this older stuff, a PSA 9 is a really high grade. It's like there's a little bit of silvering around the corners right there and there. But nonetheless, a 9 is a very good grade on this old stuff. So picked this up for like $35, which is cheap. To find a card ungraded that's actually going to grade out a 9, and then to pay the money to grade it and all that, and crossing your fingers you're going to get one, it's just better to just buy the card if it's this cheap. So I just went ahead and bought it. I think I bought it 77, 78, and 79. So I've got all three of them. The other two are PSA 8s, which I think we opened one the other day. Gosh darn it, did I forget to turn my notifications off again? I swear I went in and turned my notifications off. Yeah, Joel, vintage basketball. Vintage basketball's really seen a rise this year, and I think it's just going to continue to go up as people kind of get more appreciation for the older stuff and the vintage stuff. Colleen's in here. What's going on? We do have some Pokemon there, Colleen, so stay tuned for that. But yeah, I think the Hall of Famers and the guys, the cards that are like, this card is what, 41 years old. So people are going to start appreciating it more. Values are going to go up, and we already seen that this year where kind of the spikes in the cards. It's like, what kind of like new player can you get a good graded card of theirs for like, under $40? It's pretty crazy. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and do the Japan package here. A lot of times they come in this, like, I don't know, manila paper or whatever. They of course have to have the paperwork and everything. And I really like Japan. They're really cool, man. I've dealt with Japan. I've only had like maybe one bad experience, but I got this in a package the other week, and it's like they do this origami stuff, and it's just really cool. But they made this, and you can see on the paper you got Hello Kitty on there. Hello Kitty's one of the biggest things to come out of Japan. It's all made by the same company, or they make a lot of different plush and characters and stuff like that. But that's probably one of the more recognizable ones. Hello Kitty. So I've won a few Hello Kitty plush over the years, but they make all kinds of really cool different ones. So they got it in a bag. Looks like they threw in a free card here. And wow, they actually can write in English. That's crazy. Dear Justin, thank you for your order. These are free extra cards. And then they signed it there, and they got Patrick. That's so cool, man. Yeah, I really appreciate that kind of stuff. I don't really, I don't know. I don't really like care when I get like a package from America and they put like a little thank you note in there or whatever. It doesn't really kind of hit me in the feels as much as like Japan. I don't know why, but yeah, it's really cool. Looks like they got this tape down there. We'll take a look at see what they threw in here. I think that's Clefable, I believe. I'm probably wrong, but of course you have to know how to read Japanese or just know the character, which it's probably, is that Wigglytuff? I don't know. One of you guys, yep, Wigglytuff. It's hard to know every single Pokemon, but got that one there. He's got some mushrooms growing on him. Some mushrooms in the ground. Are those like the psychedelic mushrooms? That's pretty funny. And then, I don't know, Indiana Jones satchel. I don't know what that is. Pretty cool. Just Japanese new back cards. There looks like they're from 2020, 2019. So very cool just to get some throw-ins. And Eli cards, what's going on? And then we got the Pikachu Pokemon Center. What do they call this card? I don't remember already. But it's really cool. It's a really nice artwork. I bought 5 of these now, I think. And I've noticed if I buy like 3 of them at a time or more, you can get them for like cheaper. I've been paying around $20, $25 a piece. So anytime there's a nice Pokemon promo like this, these cards can just explode in price. See, looks really good. Maybe a little touch of white right there. So hopefully a bunch of 9s and 10s coming back on these. Anytime the cards like just came out and you get sellers selling them, that's really the best time to buy them before kind of the cards get, you know, sent around a bunch and maybe they get damaged or nicked up or whatever. So pretty stoked on those. Really nice Pikachu. Pretty popular. I've seen other YouTubers buying that card. So yeah, I picked up I think 5 of them so far. That's really a nice sweet spot I like to be at. You know, if I really like the card, sometimes I'll buy 10 or more. But I mean, any Pikachu promo card, because they don't make those in English. Typically, a lot of them. So they're Japanese exclusives, and they're like a limited release. They had a collection box that you could get that card in, I believe. And it's just a cool card. And it could really spike. I mean, if you look at like the Mario and Luigi Pikachu cards from like 2 years ago, those cards are like over $1,000 now. And you get those all day long for whatever they were when they came out. Picking up some Kevin Garnett's. These are the Fleer Metal card. Pretty undervalued. Kind of making a weird face there. These are possibly EX condition, but I paid about maybe $5 a piece for these. I just think they're really undervalued. This one doesn't have any corner issues. A lot of times you can look at the back. Okay, that corner's got a little white spot there. But for the price, I think these are a great buy, and he's going to be going into the Hall of Fame here in a few months. Whenever they do that, I think it might spike up his prices. Everybody's going to be like, oh my god, I got to get Kevin Garnett. So yeah, really nice cards. I've sent some of these in. I think my best one came back as a 9, so I'm hoping to get a 10 here one of these days. None of those look super great, but still worth the pickup in my opinion. Alright, this one's got a lot of stuff inside, so gotta be careful here. I love this knife too. I can rip into these packages so easily. I used to just like try to rip them open or use scissors or whatever, but having the knife is just, gotta keep a fresh blade on there though. Dr. Pepper used to be my one of my favorite sodas. I don't drink soda anymore. It's just so bad for you. Um, so yeah, it looks like we got a vintage card here. Like I said, been picking up some vintage cards. Some of the Kareem cards are real cheap. Like this one was probably like $5 or something. This is 88 Fleer. So, of course, Fleer didn't start making cards again until 1986, or they didn't start making until 1986. They made cards in like the 60s. What was it? 61 Fleer was a big set, but they started making them really in 86, and so you got a few years in the 80s there where they made cards, and you got Kareem with his hook shot, old Kareem, lost his hair, lost his beard, and you can see a lot of his stats on the back here. He had a really long career. I don't have his rookie card or anything. I have a few of his cards in the 70s, I think. I picked up. The older you get on the cards, the more expensive they get. But you can get a good near mint to mint copy, potentially PSA 9 condition on this card for like $10. So I think that's the second one I picked up. It's looking pretty good. It's almost always a little bit off-centered, but you can still pull a 9 on those. I pulled a 9 on the Stockton rookie and the Reggie Miller rookie, which I bought for really cheap. I still think the Stockton especially is really undervalued because he is the all-time assist leader and steals leader. Pittsburgh, what's going on? Are you from Pittsburgh? I've been there. I used to go out there all the time back in the day. So we got some bubble wrap, some cardboard here, some Scotch tape. Yeah, where did I go in Pittsburgh? There's like this thing up on the hill in Pittsburgh, and you ride down it. It's like a little train type thing, and you can see like over all this, like the city, and you can see the rivers and all that where they meet and everything. So the incline, yeah, I went in that. That was pretty cool. JJ's cards, what's going on? So as I was just talking about the John Stockton rookie, here's one right here. Still really, really cheap on this card. And like I said, it's almost always going to be off-centered. They had a Scott Skiles in there as well. It's kind of funny. That's an 89 though. But yeah, John Stockton rookie card. I've seen people with this card as well. Just really, really tough on the centering. Yeah, you can get this card for very cheap. I usually will pay around $30 for it if I think it's pretty mint. Like I said, a PSA 9 I think is like 150 or so. And then the 8 only goes for like $50. I think that's what I sold my last copy for. I kept on to my 9, but you got like some kind of like peeling along the edge, which is pretty typical, but all the corners are real sharp, and where the damage is usually on this side here, you can see a little bit, but it's pretty solid looking card. So I'd say it's an 8 with, you know, a small chance at a 9. Yeah, Reggie Miller is good as 2. I actually picked up some of him too, and his are cheaper than Stockton, but he doesn't have all the credentials that Stockton has. But man, if you remember like Jordan and Reggie Miller going at it and stuff like that back in the 90s, I mean, nothing beat that, man. Those were the days. Miller was pretty darn good, but he was also really cocky too. That's one of the things I didn't like about him. Pruitt, Rand, cool, finally alive. What's going on? Welcome, welcome. Random Ryan, what's going on? You got your Pikachu? Oh man, it was off-centered. That sucks. Well, you definitely made money if you got it. If you ordered something from Pokemon Center and got that for like a free thing, I think those are going for like $75 now or something. I wanted to get one, but yeah, the prices were just too high. People literally it's a delivery Pikachu. He's, you know, like holding a satchel or whatever. It's holographic. It's a really cool card. And they gave them out for free as a promotion if you ordered like $20, $30 or whatever it was on the website. And yeah, I did not get one, so I'm kind of bummed about that. But I'm hopefully gonna get the Charizard, though. I really want the Charizard one, and I'm thinking that's gonna be more expensive than to the Pikachu just because Charizard's like more expensive on everything. Catch a Pikachu with a satchel. Oh, very cool. Still haven't got your ETB they sent by itself. Oh wow, so you bought an ETB, but they only sent you the actual card, not your ETB. That's really weird. Never heard of that happening. We got another Aegislash, however you pronounce it. So a couple of these, they just are like easier to get. One that I'm probably gonna have to wait a while to get is the Pikachu. He's like $250 or something crazy, the fat Pikachu Rainbow, and that's just a lot of money to pay for it. JJ's had the first edition Charizard. You sold it. That sucks. That card's worth crazy amounts of money now. Yeah, I remember wanting to get that card in like a PSA 9. It was like $6,000 or something. Now it's like 50,000. So yeah, we got an Aegislash. Take a look at the card. Yeah, looking pretty good. I'm not gonna buy as many of these Vivid Voltage cards just because I could literally look at like 50 to 100 cards and not find one or maybe one that's got good centering on it. So it's like the amount of time and energy I'm spending on it is just not worth it. I'll get one of each, put them in my collection, and then any doubles that I have, I'll just sell them off. But we got one more package. Don't know what they've got this in here. It's very strange. So yeah, that is weird. Promo card, but they didn't send your actual item you purchased. So hopefully they don't screw you on that. Otherwise, you could probably get all your money back, and then you just got a free Pikachu card. So they threw this in a Bowman Chrome box here. Must be sports cards. Maybe it's Pokemon. Oh, it is Pokemon. Sweet. So still putting the jungle set together. I basically settled with I'm gonna go for PSA 9s on all the holographic cards, and then all the other cards I'm probably gonna try to get PSA 10s for my collection. And then I want all of the no symbol error cards, like a PSA 9, maybe an 8, worst case scenario. But picked up this Electrode, and it's looking pretty minty. Tiny little touch of white on those corners there, and maybe that corner there. But other than that, this looks really, really good. I don't think this is one of the ones that's like super tough to get. A PSA 9, it's a few $100, but I'd rather just buy it ungraded for like $50 and pay $10 to grade it, and then I got the card for like a third of the price. But let's see here. Yeah, that hollow's looking pretty good. I think I did see. I thought I saw a scratch in here. Maybe I was seeing things. Now I'm not seeing it. Okay, I guess the hollow looks pretty darn good. And there's surprisingly no hollow bleed on the edges, which is pretty common with these old WotC cards. Colleen said this was the only set you had, the full set. Very cool. Yeah, 64 cards in this set. And then Fossil, I believe, had 62. I have all those in, say, 10. Other than the Lapras, which I'm still trying to get. But yeah, you don't have all the like dark around the edges on this one, which is really, really nice. Maybe a little bit on the bottom. You guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. It's not really bad at all on this card. And the hollow looks really, really solid. And it's nicely centered on the front. And like I said, the only issue is just touch there, touch there. So that should be PSA 9. So I just saved myself like probably $150. So stoked on that one. I think that's going to be it for today. My buddy was out searching for cards, and he was able to find some baseball Topps Stadium Club Chrome and some other stuff. But I haven't really been out. The holidays are crazy. It's a crazy time of year, and I try to avoid shopping like the plague. I just don't enjoy it around this time of year. There's too many people, just too much hustle and bustle, and I'm not a big fan of crowds and all that kind of stuff. So haven't really been out trying to find stuff. Plus a lot of the newer stuff, it's just like it got to the point where you're trying to buy this new stuff, and the grading on this stuff is so pricey now. You spend like $15 to grade a card, and you wait 9 months for it, and then you get it back, and it's a PSA 9, and the prices just fluctuate so darn much that you're just taking on such a huge risk. Whereas something like a vintage card, the prices are more set in stone, and you don't have to worry about the prices all of a sudden tanking or something like that. I mean, there's going to be some fluctuation always in the market, where prices can jump a little bit or interest goes down a little bit. That just means there's just more of a market to buy this stuff, because I think this stuff is just going to hold in time. I mean, Kareem, one of the best players of all time. Stockton, obviously, on the dream team and has all of his credentials. And then stuff like this with the Pokemon cards, this isn't going to go down. I can guarantee you. I'd bet money on it. These promo cards, I mean, they're just so nice to look at and so collectible, and they just go up. I mean, it's just crazy. I have some Pokemon cards that I bought maybe 2 years ago that I probably paid like 40, $50 for. And they were promos, and now they're worth over $1,000. And you know, they're PSA 10s now, but I still made just such a huge gain. Yeah, I'm not worried at all on the Pokemon stuff. The only stuff you really got to worry about is like the English, set stuff like this. But when you can buy this stuff in at like $12, pay $10 to grade it, and it comes back at 10, or even if you get a 9 back, you're gonna make your money back on it. If you get a 10, you're gonna make a decent amount. So yeah, pretty stoked on this. Still buying more stuff. Just kind of a day where I get a lot of stuff, I'll do a kind of unboxing video. Um, I don't think I need too many more Moses cards. I think, did I buy his rookie yet? I don't think I've bought his rookie yet. I think maybe I did. Is his a 75 tops? I think I just bought his rookie card. I get all these guys mixed up because there's different ones that I want to buy, and yeah, I think I bought an ungraded copy that's probably gonna grade between a 6 and a 7 or an 8. And I picked one up. So yeah, that one goes for, I think, a pretty good amount of money. Cardinals fan is in here. What's going on? Rand picked up a jungle no symbol Wigglytuff and a Nidoqueen and get graded. Very nice. I have the Nidoqueen, I think, in a PSA 9. And then the Wigglytuff, I don't think I've gotten a no symbol. I think that's one of the ones I need. I need that one. I know at least for the first edition stamped, I do need the Wigglytuff, the Vileplume, and the Snorlax. Those are really pricey, the Snorlax and the Vileplume. Or not Vileplume, Vaporeon. They're just really pricey. But this one I was able to get, for a good price. I think I've bought 2 of those now. The Pikachu promos, you can get these straight from Japan. I think I paid around $20 a piece. When you buy a handful of them from a seller, you can get a little bit of a discount. I think it typically goes for about 25 to 30. What is this called? Kawagama Pikachu? Is that what it's called? I can't remember. But it's pretty awesome. And it comes in a collection box, I do believe. And there's some sellers out there with stacks of these. Find yourself a good seller, good reputable, trustworthy seller, and look at their condition, make sure they say it's mint or new or whatever, and yeah, snag a few of these up because I think they're a great deal. Oh, you bought liquid pulls, bought some for about 22. Yeah, like I said, I bought 2 of them for like 50-ish, and then I bought these 3 for, I think, around 60, maybe even a few dollars cheaper. But yeah, if you Pikachu promos from Japan, you literally can't go wrong with them. And there's some out there that are only like a handful, like $5 or something. And some of them have really, really awesome artworks to them. So that's kind of one of the things that I go off of, is like, what does the artwork look like? How is it released? How popular is it? So how popular is it going to be in 5 years, or whatever. I'll usually hold on to one, just kind of sell the rest of them off, make some money. After I get them graded, of course. Yeah, and they are better, a lot easier to grade, just because the quality. I mean, you're gonna get 9s. But like this one, I think maybe they can nitpick on the left or right centering. And sometimes you'll see some tiny little spot on the back. This one looks pretty good. So yeah, just kind of look them over. If you see something, damage or something, don't send it in. But as long as it looks pretty good, send that bad boy in. So I think that's gonna be it for the day. I appreciate you guys. If you have any more questions, leave them in the comment section. Try to do some more videos if we can find some more product or get some more good mail days here. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.